Так,
Так.
ребенка запряг работать.
Зачем ты его
Вообще.
послал?
Ну, так получилось.
Зачем ты, говорю, его послал? Получилось ли у него?
Прицепикси.
Все правильно сделал. Хули, раз в год и палка стреляет, блядь. Ты что, блядь, письку в рот засунул?
Нет, конечно.
Смотри-ка, высунул.
Так, что за агрессия, блядь, пассивная? Или активная?
Так, качество. Умения. Угу.
А, я не могу зеркалом общаться, пока ты общаешься. Прекрасно. Бля, какое охуенное зеркало.
У меня, кстати, убеждение 5 в курсе.
Ну ты это здорово придумал.
Я пиздатый.
Наверное.
Совершенно точно.
Может быть.
Подожди, это у нас получается мастерство охоты, да? Да. Пирокинетика. Зачем у меня пирокинетика выбрана? Дальний бой. Давай мы сделаем вот так. Не знаю, блядь, а сколько мне для этого лука нужно дальнего боя, интересно. Мастерство охоты перекинемся. Ну-ка. Надо было хоть запомнить, чем там поменяется. Животное, блядь. Так. А, тут вообще ни хера не надо, да? 70-85. Ну-ка, навыки теперь у меня. Ой, столько урона, блядь. Не знаю, куда весь этот урон девать. Так, ну-ка, подожди. Да, вот так вот дальний бой 1, например. Да, лидерство, там вот это все. Вот так сделаем. Что мне покажет? Сколько мне будет? 67 на 82. 59, 64, 35, 53, 65. И увеличивает. Увеличить цель. Ага. А если я сделаю вот так? Ну, как у меня было, да, например? И мы все ёбнем в дальний бой. Димка,
Я
закончил.
Ну, я уже делаю. То,
Что ты молчишь?
мне интересно. Так, вот так вот это.
Так. Ну что, пойдем с этой пообщаемся, кто бы она там ни была. Где она вообще, кстати?
Ну, вот здесь в доме сидит. Куда побежал-то?
Точно, она же здесь.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder.
Damnable red cloak baboons.
Так, ну чё, лутовая?
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her. Reaching across the table, she...
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe. In your case, more than I suspect, man, god or even reptile can provide. However, it is not enough to be god-woken in order to ascend to divinity.
As she speaks, the Meister she stares at the empty spot on her palm for a long moment.
A process by which god-woken may ascend. It begins with discovering your deepest self, delving into your own soul. Quite. Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen God-woken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on. Come, God-woken. It is time to see just how awake. Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall. I pray my instruction. Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Taking your time, you carefully
Excellent. Follow me.
Уже кто-то использует, блядь.
Ancient runes,
Come speak to me when you
weird
wish.
contraptions.
And try not to
Place
break
is an
anything in the
arcanist
meantime.
dream.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, God-woken? A chance, yes, but it is much more. No. Becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the... The divine was created by the gods to... The divine cannot use his power for anything else. Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Source in the glowing fountain. Ritual in the tome by the bookcase. Even an incinerator.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a void-woken would be even more
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the cloister with...
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients. After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot, nestled between the grated dragon's tongue, and you gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl.
Где эта чаша ебучая? Записки о Вознесении. А, она у меня, эта чаша ебучая. Так. Что там? Ну-ка, читай книгу. Что там надо делать?
Так, книга. Биогу книги. Положите один чернокорень в ритуальную чашу. Пустите кровь обсидиановым ланцентом. Удобнее всего свою собственную брызните ей на корень.
Так, объединил. Отлично. А теперь поджечь.
Да, подожгите чашу и ее содержимое. Убедитесь, что у вас достаточно истока. Вдохните получаемый дым.
У меня достаточно истока, блядь.
Ништяк, сейчас как подышим. А у тебя, кстати, навык нераспределенный.
У кого?
Тебя. Ой, и фонарь горит. Зелененький крестик. Это багнуло, что ли?
Нет, у меня все нормально. Давай, дыши, блядь. Фу, какой ты, блядь.
Smoke deepens your lungs.
Не
As
чтобы
you suck the
подышать.
smoke deepens your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. As the world fades away, it's of being grounded.
О, закинули.
Началось, блядь.
Меня закинули. Я иду разговаривать сама с собой. Со мной с собой. Со мной с собой.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure. It looks haggard and weak. It's very...
Sibyl, come closer, so that you may look me.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle.
Blind eyes, shine, speak the spell, and see.
Вам доступен спиритизм. Да, боже, поставь ты на панель.
Gone is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stand...
You know me, don't you? I saved you from... Your god-woken soul is my last refuge.
Tears nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, the void itself is hunting down the gods. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. Don't you be impertinent, girl. The table's turning is not... You must realize, Sivir, that our fates are now as one. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, that means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It most certainly will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first to reach it, at all costs. I know. Or did you think one must never enter into any endeavor, though? The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to... Only she who claims
Ой,
everything
блядь.
will be everything. The void's doom. This world's liberator. I hope you understand them to their full extent. But of course that is what they are saying to their own god woken as we speak. We but only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. So make no mistake, Sibyl. Chances are the road to... But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin and your loved ones and the world they live in. They will be at your mercy, which is vast. So fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake. I will lead you there when our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a God-woken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes in...
You flatter me, Sibyl. But if all I had to do was give... We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first, You must learn to channel, so return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that will make you understand that for a god, source is. It is a. You have the vision of a god now. I speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them, and so much more. But I'm no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. Best of luck, Sibir.
Deepest recess of my soul.
Закинули.
The horde of echoes.
Меня закинули.
Destination pyramid doesn't answer the call. Is something blocking it?
Я иду разговаривать сама с собой.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless
Со
bells,
мной
it
с
looks
собой.
haggard and weak. It's very
Со мной
fine.
с собой.
My wolf! Come! Come closer! Stubborn, as ever. But you will.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper, black.
Blind eyes. Shine brightly. Speak the spell. And see.
Вам доступен спиритизм.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the god Ralik in all.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from
Да,
drowning.
Боже, поставьте
I
на
blessed
панель.
you, made you. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well.
Ralik nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. Don't you dare to be ungrateful after all I've done for you. I sheltered you. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. Don't taunt me, Ben Mezd. My strength is your strength. My loss is your loss. You must realize, Ifan, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It is a lake, a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods, to bathe in the lake. That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it at all costs. There you touch upon the very heart of the matter. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the well. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom, this world's liberator. You will be one, or you will be none. The other gods must bow to you, but of course, that is what they are saying to their own god Woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One, at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, Ifan. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods, their blood on your blood-red hands. But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save, and now only divinity can save what remains. You no longer trust in the Order, Ifan, but you must trust in me. If you choose life, you choose the Well of Ascension. I will lead you there when you're ready. When you've become a true master of the Source and speak the language of creation, our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a God-woken can, and wield its most powerful spell.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into it.
You flatter me, Ifan. But if all I had to do was give, you would long since have received. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But you must make them teach you, so that you may... So, return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond. Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that will make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source. You have the vision of a god now. Eyes that can see spirits. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. Where the dead lie. Best of luck, Ben Mezd.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired.
Still alive? Gods,
She leans in. Her bloody tongue flicks.
tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently as you hack up the...
You can't show me enough Source. Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? If I were looking for a master of mirth, you would be ideal. The river of my source has been damned. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort George, sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. You will not be there long, I assure you. However, it is the path we walk. No,
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she...
no matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. And you do not seem to be paying it. Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters. On finding the Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, but do be careful not to get caught. I was there, and if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skull...
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do...
Так, ну и шо, куда нам теперь?
Ну, мы теперь спиритизмом владеем.
Пересизм.
С духами разговаривать.
Пердуха.
Так, что там, час ночи? Понятно, искать учителей, спиритизм получили, нужно вернуться к повозке. А тебе, кстати, можно будет пообщаться с этими с мертвыми курицами. Блять, какой же комбо.
Не, ну а чё?
The spirits of a magister and a dwarf are locked in ethereal combat. Their vicious...
Sorcerer! You must hate the Reds as much as I do, eh? Rightly so. Reds had sorcerers.
The magister lunges for the dwarf. His...
Anna, you saw it with your own eyes. You know sorcerer's law, Voidwoken, and you know we'd all stood before it all. Voidwoken stole the sorcerers along the cliffs, headed for Seven.
Not to flip your flops or nothing, but 'tis more that my boss...
The magister snored.
Loha, I should have known. Sorcerer, if you want to stay alive around these parts, you'll stay far.
Сожрали.
The dwarf eyes you steadily and silently. His mouth is straight. The magister shrugged.
Well, if I knew that, we'd have taken him out long ago.
А чё это она не захотела со мной поговорить? В говнючие места.
Так, ну по каравану. Магистрам или гномам сказать?
В смысле?
У нас типа выбор, я так понимаю, стоит. Типа магистры напали, либо гномы напали.
Кому сказать?
Ну, сообщить либо гномам, либо магистрам. Магистры это где на побережье, а гномы это где арена. Если я правильно
может
понимаю.
быть.
Привет.
Ты нахуй ты сюда пришел?
А что такое? А что, нельзя что ли? А?
Сука, сейчас кину в что-нибудь тебе. Я мог просто попросить у него ключ. Блять, ты там еще что-то откопал, боже.
Не, ну в целом нормально откопал, как считаешь?
В целом я сказал тебе выходить вообще из игры.
А. Ну, наверное, после этого хода.
Какой же ты, блядь, тупой.
За что, блядь?
Вот я тоже думаю, за что мне такое вообще наказание? В виде тебя.
Это неправда.
На, блядь, дубиной.
Неплохо.
Ай, блядь. Угу. Я понял. Даже не шокирован.
Оп.
Всем пока.
Давай, пока.
Давай, Владик.
Ой.
Лежачего не бьют. Его добивают.
Хорош.
Угу. Попробуй еще раз.
Блять, вот аэротургия это типа воздух. Ну типа воздух, он же вокруг меня. Почему у меня при этом не уменьшается количество ОД за использование заклинания?
Да,
Я же в стихии воздуха нахожусь, блять.
да.
Что за хуйня, блять? Нечестно, блять, так. Ай, блять, боже нахуй. Хм. Ну добей его. Бесполезно ты, блядь, сука.
Очень полезный.
Я хотел с ними поговорить, блядь. С ними по-любому можно было что-то решить, блядь. Ну не, ну, блядь. Надо было их всех убить, блядь. Хм. О! А вот и наши эти пацаны, которых мы должны были найти.
О,
Кольцо истока. Призыв огненного слизня. Интересно, блядь. Я, пожалуй, как-нибудь обойдусь без этого. Ну что ж. Вроде все неплохо закончилось. Даже несмотря на то, что ты украл у них все книги.
я ничего не крал, я только прочитал.
Так, ну шо? У этого нормальная одежда. Блядь, даже у магички в целом плюс-минус нормально. Заебал ты моей удачей пользоваться.
Ну, так-то оно так.
Че ты все подбираешь, блядь?
Кусок плоти, ну как же, блядь.
Грибы, да, там, блядь, напиздить. А что ты в дырку, кстати, а? Не пробовал зайти?
Ну, мы ж вроде все. Потому что мне там, кажется, там приключения не на 5 минут.
Мне тоже так кажется. Поэтому выходи, блядь.